No, something went wrong.
Here we go.
Honor to the Lee family. I'll teach you some respect.
Time to go beyond the reef.
Upgrading to the new Dell AI PC. It's optimized for AI workloads and engineered.
The ocean's a friend of mine. Ocean, a little help?
So the only that's the responsible for this. You don't you go and follow let's be your tools. So you stop doing your HZ graphic research. Listen, Spencer, you better get the game for years, so I can go back to being speaking about years.
This will be as much fun as riding my bike through the halls.
You get it. 2, 3.
It's gonna be good.
I am so ready for this.
Pokemon's awesome.
If you're someone who wants to just go, all the statement, keep that. You it's not really get much to do. You seem to have fans of
Sandwiches, anyone?
Yeah. Alicia Silverstone playing a pretty reporter in a Scooby-Doo movie for seemingly no reason at all. Who else could it possibly be? No, don't turn this into a big no, it's her. Why hasn't she acted this career-ending final name? She's not even holding the microphone up to the person she's interviewing.
Come on, you know you love me.
You can count on me. Jessica really outdid herself.
I'm fine, huh?
The course has been finished.
She's not. Why would picking out the public? Well,
No, but that's good too.
really?
Yes, image is everything.
Think you can outrun the world? Everyone stay loose out there.
I can do this. I'm ready.
Criminal. So the team is opening up an exhibit at the
Let's go.
They are one. You look pretty close. What is it?
Now these 9 items, okay.
One time.
What year did this come out? Yeah, you got it. Scooby-Doo too. I think it's special. So many people don't know.
You know, I'll just do something.
This city is going to miss us. Either Sweet Paul.
See, she did say boyfriend, she said miss. Why on this one? But somebody interrupts the Castlevania exhibit to start trouble. This is why you never hide a death row to be a party.
I hope no one disregards their functions.
We have the call.
Yes. No.
Hmm.
Wait. Target. Stop. Easy. I need to get back in. Slow down. You're blind.
I mean, you feel like just read it out. Showing the original pterodactyl suit.
Till next time.
About selling this movie in 2 months.
With the license had finished. So they go to the opening of their own credits. And yeah, look. But who cares? These little kids have some killer songs.
I'm
That is a stellar kiss likeness right there. God help you if they say something complimentary followed by no.
I will most certainly vanquish the competition. I tell you, I'm simply mad about race.
I expect a top billing for this performance. That's,
Thumbs down the same
great. Okay.
Here's the joke. I sure you say not.
You just said you played the
Thank you.
What could possibly happen? I really need to know about. I want the exploration of possibilities of this. Maybe world itself, for instance. Or maybe a cure for all the diseases it's discovered. Or, I don't know, maybe something bad happens. Get over your kid coming, by the way. Look at that. You're about to get university now. We're working out on subway, so they count that as me. Sure, me.
You won't regret
I'm in jail.
this. Here we go.
There is quarter-life crisis surviving girl. Seriously.
Alright, Kimmy, let's do this, sis. How many times do I have to say that, Ratbag? Oh, that's gonna be painful.
Told you. Fast.
Now that's a funny idea. Going to an extreme when a simpler excuse would have worked fine. But the directionless reactions, the bland shot layout, even cutting away too early, none of it is presented right. This could have been a laugh, but now it comes off as awkward and confused. In fact, the film is so uncertain of where the humor is supposed to be going that they try to overcompensate with way too many sound effects. Okay, no idea what we're doing. You see, speaking short here ain't described in a word for it in this movie. He wants to flip back and funny, but it just comes off as terrifying. Hey,
Wait, there's some? There should be shades. Some of them should swim in all that sex things.
good protein. Actually, 35 grams of protein. Oh my god. That alone to get it great.
Didn't dog! This is swell!
Not what is behind that. Oh. Get out of this game while you've got a chance. All of us here ain't nothing but nightmare. This is a place for the survivors of Pluto Nation. To get who you from, no longer you're suicidal.
I wouldn't have missed this for all the scones in Scotland!
No. Oh. They said they crazy. They walk out of this movie. You know, he's the Roger John Snell film. Should there be a dick piercing with that big number right about now? Ladies and gentlemen, making his first public appearance, the dog-faced health bar that's been in everybody's nightmares at some point. He thought he was gone for good, but Roger Gossabell has brought him back to eat your dreams. Congratulations, you're a kid forgetting what the number 2 means. Well, apparently somebody broke into the museum and stole the rest of the costumes. And wish we got to see that instead of this soggy diarrhea. Which we know Silverstone didn't do it.
It's my job to unmask those who pretend to be who they're not.
He just walked away, having no purpose to that scene whatsoever. Except, oh, I don't know, trying to trick us into thinking she's not the villain. Oh God, how did I find such a good mystery? So, you think you can watch this film?
Smart choice.
Oh. What happened? Whoa, somebody cut the rope up there to make that drop on you. Hey guys, any obvious clues around here?
It's you and me now.
About a security guard. I'm feeling that he has a rope burning on his hand, appeared just after the accident, and has a name tag that reads Roger. Wow, looks like we figured out who's responsible for this awful crime. Carry a Winston Curry or William Checker. Let's figure out which awesome so that we get started behind all this. Go.
I think we're helping to solve this together.
Do you need to Don't see Green beating up a guy for information. I guess trying to trick us again into thinking he might be the villain. Clearly not Silverstone because he walked away. It's not he walked away. That's what I'm the tough guy act. Otherwise, these guys are. So we just ran. It's that ran for that being a scary movie. Remember Boyle's cracking moment? Just be lucky he wasn't around the car. They follow Boyle to an abandoned lab where they come across a bunch of weird performers. What a weird letters. Right? Oh, we need a tentacle form. The thing's getting more. I want to go. In Francis' movie, you get shaggy boobs. Was this your goal to get shaggy boobs? Was that the whole reason for this film existed? The only time the word shaggy and boobs should go together is in a British corner. And a British corner I just talking about next. Oh look, he's Taz now. Stupid. And now he could be. Oh, I don't believe this will be to my for myself. Because I stuck my own rear end, keeping my own vomit. Oh, those wonderful times. It was just something to know. There's some personal stuff there. As the gang meets up and they see why the costumes are ruffling. Welcome to the thing! You knew that. Okay. I knew that too. What did you on to? I didn't know that was actually a cracking up movie. Especially he's not talking about the dog, he's talking about the whole film. What did you on to? They run away from the rejected Zelda henchmen and try to escape. Realizing that they've unleashed the monsters and the city blames them.
Heather Jack Stoneham with an emergency update.
Reporting live from Starbucks.
A monster army have invaded Speedstorm.
To be fair, they do look more realistic than the movie. So it goes to their whole fun of being kids, because nobody going for mystery is going to play for mystery. And they remember when they were all in high school. Near 20 years ago.
Seems so easy like that.
All mysteries fiddle up. Doesn't prove anything to anyone.
These are things short of very good. It's good next week to use them in a moment of time. Having flexibility for those things. You expect them to do good type of exercises. You're very important.
story times with Grandma. More gaming to be made while working from your living room. We've made improvements to the NBN fixed wireless network to give you more reliability, better performance, and faster speeds. Check your address on the NBN website to see what's available for you today.
I think that is the literal definition of solving a mystery. Proving things to everyone. Oh, you fucking what you do. You don't even know what to do. But the monsters find us and continue to chase them down. Luckily, they give them the slip. Wait, that's not a baby. They come across the white magic again, and those damn needs of being in before don't exactly have to take him down. Bree decides to take him on. Funny, because that weapon would have been very handy fighting the electricity monster. Well, you're both screwed because Brett needed to make his dick feel a little bigger.
Guess this is it.
Ooh, this is laying on the ground for a few seconds while the monsters are far, far away. There's nothing this is it about that at all. You can Shaggy come across the pirate ghost who freeze pop. But it's okay, it's Scooby farts. Eating his own brain. Congratulations, our Michael has taken a life. You could have been watching Doris Enchanted Forest Adventures. But once again, they try to make it look like someone else is the bad. But that gets resolved when he saves Velma's life. Thank God she has a shadowy skirt. You gotta check it. Then I have a better career with Disney than Warner Brothers at this point. She'd say, but the gang has to face the real mastermind and the monsters in a final battle. I don't doubt that was Bree's point. This movie about a talking dog is finally jumped the shark with me. He has a lot to give, I guess. Not badass one. Thank you. Guilty. 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 Motherfucker. So the monsters are all destroyed and finally revealed who the mastermind is. No shit.
Lucky for her, she had nothing to come in her life.
No. Oh, the cameraman you almost never saw was mentioned once, if even that. Where did come from seeds of knowledge, right? Oh wait, there's even more. The pterodactyl guy who never got a line and they said was better? Wow. Not only is that a horrible put together mystery, but you clearly don't know how to use your hit like no. This whole time? Okay, maybe you know. Oh, all kinds of shaggy moves. But wait, just when you think it's over, they have a longer style and credit sequence. Hey, boy, bags, stick with no. If you really do this right, you'd have Samuel L. Jackson in an iPad go up to James Gunn and say, I'm here to talk about the proposition. Because this is horrible, and the absolute worst thing about it is... Oh, God, Lexi, Jules, get in here.
I see you haven't found the mastermind who gave you the movie yet. Even though it's pretty friggin' obvious. It's almost like that movie, Roger Rabbit. On the location of the Jolly Roger. Because someone is obviously rogering you. Roger. Roger, 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 Roger. Roger, Roger, Roger. That's all I'm saying. Please don't be stupid. Ah, any news? As a matter of fact, there is, officer. We know that kind of work. That, of course, is Jules. Sorry, you have to do this one.
Let's end this by satirizing something that ties into the show soon.
Let's tap into the zany, mysterious antics of the last act. No! First you get the satire roll, then you get the satire, then the satire roll, then you do it all white actors. Then you try to solve this bullshit mystery that's all put it on there, and you still get it wrong. She's not the one, then it was me. Whatever, it was wrong, all along.
Oh man. Did the dishes, full bed, and dream about that girlfriend. So like love to her.
That's why I use AI. It's easy. I just type what I do and it builds it for me. Suddenly, the hurdles don't feel as big.
Hey, buddy, nice to see ya.
Yeah, you know it was you, Roger. But she's gonna like this.
Winning in style.
What?
Something that went wrong.
It can't be. I did it. Ah, you only think that you did. See, I know that you laid the ED there for me, but when I looked away, it was replaced by a slightly different version. The original I then made was nothing to do with pasta. My second clue was a ton that fell on me. I'm sure you thought you got it first,
I can
but
do
you
it.
had to look for corn
This is
and
gonna
I
be a
noticed
great
some
race.
cutting scissors to try picking under the punch. And finally, when you said down the name of the culprit, you didn't like God, she was cool. Oh, you could tell about it. If I want to give something that could be different, I could be different. Just give it the other not the best enemy. But one thing it always had was its leaders when you could hear. It often suggested reason and problem solving skill. It was a skill that made them smarter in every episode. That's what the movie called mistakes. See the central knives and occasional funny scene, yes, it's the pull-up. But the effects were awful, the tale felt flat, and a multi-million-dollar movie couldn't tell the mystery and episode of the Two String Quartet Part 2. That's what makes it last year and the incarnation. Not just the silly characters, but the fact that it's making you more observant without even knowing. And the kind of teaching you. So up to you, the movie was fun. And the feedback would see that actually change you up. Okay. Well, how did that got there? It's time to explain why I did this and how I came back. Neither Scooby-Doo nor Psych cared about the movies. Yeah, it's still the sports side. But it's so complex and interesting. No. George Gallows usually the way to go.
Yes, and I would have gotten away with it too if it wasn't for these pesky kids. And that mangy dog.
Oh,
Today we will see 3 real-life situations where police officers encounter individuals who are driving under the influence of alcohol. Each story shows a different way that people can behave badly when they're trying to bring interactions with the police. In our first story, we see what happens when a woman's date night goes wrong after a police officer stops her car for having expired registration on a routine patrol in February 2024. Officer Nolan encountered a vehicle behaving oddly on the road. After a quick U-turn and a run of the vehicle's plates, the officer noticed the car had expired registration, leading to a traffic stop.
Nice. Does I like this? I like it.
Stop is because your registration's expired. It expired back in February. Yes. Is this your car?
Yes.
Do you have your driver's license?
Yes.
Where's it from?
Thank you.
Yeah. for the night? What would you like? Flip the board, okay? I'll be right back. Did you find it? Thanks. I'm just going to set that up on the dash here for now.
Officer Nolan approached the driver, who appeared cooperative at first. But things took a turn when the officer noticed the smell of alcohol and slurred speech coming from the driver.
The cost of retirement will be different for everyone. UniSuper's retirement calculators can show you how much you might expect to retire with and be in the years that follow. Visit unisuper.com.au/how much do you need to learn more. And do anything for our kids. Try something from school.
How much do we have to drink tonight? It's double gin. Okay. Yeah, I can smell the alcohol in your breath. The words are kind of slurred. I'm going to have you step out and do field sobriety test.
Come on, you know you love me.
I promise I can win this.
You really came through for me.
So what I'm going to have you do is I'm going to offer you field sobriety test. Is that something that you'd be willing to do?
Upgrade? This is
sick. Please start my 15-minute timer.
Then why did you pull me in?
You don't remember why I pulled you over?
They did like that.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Upgrade? This
Okay.
is sick.
Okay.
Oh, you're such a witch.
And then I made contact with you at the window.
This will be so much
And I
fun for us
detected
to
the strong
share.
odor of an alcoholic beverage.
Are you satisfied with your decision?
It's not up for debate. You can either do fields or not do fields. That's up to you. Would you like to perform field sobriety test?
It is important to look in all directions before accelerating.
If you don't think you're fine, it'll prove to the but because of what I've observed at this point, I think you
Observe safety precautions.
And that's how field sobriety test works.
Good.
If you say no, I can't let you right away. If I say yes,
Elevation lost.
if you say yes, then if you take field sobriety test and you fail, then you'll be taken into custody. If you take field sobriety test and then you pass, then you'll be free to go.
Other racers, would you like a lollipop?
If you take field sobriety test and it's shown impairment, taking you into custody for the law.
Here's the problem with that.
Okay.
What you can say.
Are you going to take field
Will
sobriety test
racing
or
improve your happiness?
yes?
Okay, so let's continue that.
So right now, you can either say yes to field sobriety test or no. That is what we're on right now. It's like the field sobriety test. Don't you remember? I do have absolutely. Okay. Because my take this in Main Street off. I pointed out how big his own and I things by the customer. So this round, this one. So why because because I think that you're first. Anybody? I don't know if the outcome of course I already know this one. Step out of the car. That is a lie. That was a wall finished lie. I need you to step out of the car. Just one more time. And then I'm going to make you get out. Here's what I'm going to tell you. You just lied to me. I need you to get out of the car. You lied to me. You need to get out of the car. I need you to get out of the car. Never you stop with your job.
This is the race.
This seems like an idea.
I've never
What fun this will be.
Oh, yes!
Clear the road!
That's why they switch to everyday comprehensive conscience and minutes. It gets very cover is the leather chariots.
10% of the woolly stock every... Despite the officer's calm instructions, the driver refused to comply with the field sobriety test. Her erratic behavior
I tell you, I'm simply
forced an
mad
officer
about
to remove
racing.
her from the vehicle.
Oh, you're such a wit.
You want to take it?
Speed isn't just an advantage.
Cheerio, darlings. See you at the finish line.
Withdraw the body specimen for chemical testing will result in revocation. I'll do that one. I'm going to make more sense if you didn't get it. So, this kind of thing, something I'm done with it. That's what I did then.
The next step in the front is going to be first step. Let's step in the front, and put off so I mean, let's see the appropriate effect of the rider. That's it.
Let's go back to the committee, okay? We're gonna go back once we start. We'll talk about it there.
Officer Nolan informed the driver that she was taken to the West Des Moines Police Department for processing.
Des Moines PD. Then we're gonna go to Dallas County. So we go to the West Des Moines Police Department first to finish processing your MWI, and then after that you get taken to the county jail for your charges. Well, you're not under interrogation, so I don't really need to read you your rights, but I can read them to you if you'd like me to. We've already gone over that a bunch of times.
Despite the driver's continued resistance, he was arrested for operating while intoxicated owing in interference with official acts. After seeing how a simple traffic stop turned into a chaotic event, we now move on to a case where a call for help takes a surprising turn. On November 23rd, 2023, officers were dispatched to a convenience store after receiving a strange call. The woman on the other end of the line stated that it was her birthday. She was heavily intoxicated and needed officers to check on her because she couldn't drive.
Oh my goodness, hello! What's going on? I think I heard my mirror to go home. I think the officer did knock on my window, but I don't care. I think I should drive home. I know.
Smart choice. Ready when you
I don't know. The officer likes me. I don't think
Hope you are winning in style.
When officers arrived, they found a woman in the car, seemingly unsure of whether she should attempt to drive home or not.
I don't think I should drive home.
I'm ready for anything.
You want to go to jail?
Yeah. Can I have a cigarette?
Step on our car.
Okay.
Drop the cigarette. Drop the cigarette.
She's not responding.
I just had the craziest trip to Lego City. I was hyped to explore, and my driver was super.
So while looking at some Sonic racing projects, I found a mod that gives Aya from Super Dragon Ball actual voice lines during gameplay. I think I read the wrong script.
I've been known to win a race or two in my... Did you know snowmen are naturally aerodynamic? I am reformed.
Got any critters that need wrangling?
You can count on me. I'm big enough, honest. This is new, but nothing scares me.
I will race my honor. Always trusted. Tingly.
Hail the code and
I can still scare if I want to.
my training should serve me well.
Yeah, let that this is for me? Yeah, you want to race? Ha ha! Time to hit the trail.
Here goes nothing.
May the best racer win. And
Hey, don't nobody cheat now. No tickling.
I can tell you to struggle. Sure. Is she crying in her closet? That's a red flag. She's filming herself crying in the closet.
Y'all dashing about that and they're going to go for that picture.
Okay, what is the issue?
And we need to know everything and not to talk to me.
But you're like in the situation where if she's being like, works and children, so that's a situation it is.
Well, what a foolish thing this is.
Babies, bro. Lady, your vagina's not. So sorry, I couldn't say that out loud. Let me say it again. Lady, your vagina is not a clown car. Apparently it is.
Oh, me and my people.
I've been in tons of races. If you count imaginary, I won't let you down.
Yeah.
No cannon, skill issue.
If you thought,
Yeah, if I found that.
Of course it shows me.
I can't wait to see what's out there. I was born ready.
Man, and I found out that
Hey, who's ready for fun? Everyone just follow me.
This is way better than my bicycle.
Because, you know, this is when people do turning stuff, but over the time, they end up being a father. And if they take that young, they're going to kind of family for that. And this is being a father, and they take that on.
Survivorship bias. So they're more likely to get that accept the big difference between
But that's the only thing that kind of time for that. So in the study, that's what it is.
pieces that you're still
Sandwiches, anyone?
to get yourself a DNA kit and swab that child's mouth. Because you'd be surprised just how many of those kids belong to another. I bought a Schnauzer with never achieved this Valentine's Day.
The ending of Scooby-Doo 2 Monsters Unleashed features a post-credit scene that has haunted me for nearly 20 years. It seems simple enough at first. Scooby is playing the video game based off of the movie you just watched. Scooby-Doo 2 Monsters Unleashed, the game, for the Game Boy Advance. It's clearly meant to be a promotional tie-in for the game, but then he flashes this code across the screen. Game Boy Advance secret code. SB2. It's a simple enough code, but the movie doesn't tell you what it does or why you should care. I just know that I do care. I care so deeply about this. And yeah, sure, I could look it up on the internet if I wanted to, but I haven't been spoiled yet. I genuinely don't know what this code does. It has never been told to me, and I think it would be a lot of fun to play this game myself, type in this code, and finally solve this mystery. But the problem is I don't have a Game Boy Advance, and I never grew up with a Game Boy Advance, which you could probably guess because I keep referring to it as the Game Boy Advance, like the past tense. It's just Game Boy Advance. Didn't know that. Is that weird to anyone else? Oh, I feel it's weird to me. Good news though, exactly 87 days ago, I got married, and my wife has a DS that can play Game Boy Advance games. Marriage has its benefits, I'm learning. All that was left was a trip to eBay.com, where I got myself a copy of the game, as well as a copy of the first game, and then also a copy of the combo cartridge that has both game 1 and 2 in it. I don't know when I got all 3 of these. I was like, I'm going to be thorough with it. I don't know. So dressed in my finest attire, I booted up the game to finally, once and for all, solve this mystery. What does this code Scooby-Doo? And let's start the game. Opens up. Very similar to the movie. We got the pterodactyl ghost. We've got the cool Smithsonian Criminology Museum. And this is it. This is the game we're going to play. I believe the password is SD2. And that should be it. Mistake. What? SD2. Enter the code from the movie. That's what I did. Yeah, so are you also confused? Because I got really confused. I spent the next couple of minutes trying to figure out if there was a different, like a second code screen. Because you'll notice that the code screen here has way more than 3 characters to enter in, and you can't leave them blank. They're just coded beads because this keyboard doesn't have any vowels in it. For some reason, that shouldn't even matter, because the code you have to enter is SD2, and all of the characters are there. But I keep getting hit with error codes, and only my parents are allowed to call me a mistake. Okay. Let's just play the game, and I guess we'll figure it out. This is not how I intended to spend my evening, but I kid you not, I spent the next 4.5 hours in costume playing this game, because it was so fun that I couldn't put it down. Well, let's just enjoy the beginning of the game where I felt happier about my decisions. This is all we're going to say. Mystery described the game with the costumes of all the criminals we love most in the facts. There's the Black Snake Ghost, and the 10,000 Volt Ghost over here, and the Skeleton Man, and the Skeleton Man. There's 2 of them. And even the Pterodactyl Ghost. Welcome to the tutorial. That's Velma. Just follow the instructions and you'll be ready to play. If you get all the Scooby Snacks in a level, you'll earn another try. Oh, I only get like 1 try? The ground fell. You didn't try it again. That's gonna be stressful. I don't know if I can do that. Oh no. Yeah, so this guy right here making jokes about how the game is really easy and how I couldn't possibly fail at a level. He's a buffoon. He doesn't know anything. Don't get me wrong, the game starts off pretty chill, but then pressing hold on the up button to trigger a lot. Oh, okay. What was that about? This was my first glimpse of the game being a little unfair sometimes. Attacks from enemies and sometimes the environment aren't projected very well, and the platforming in this game is pretty clunky, which isn't great considering it is predominantly a platform. And that means when you're trying to dodge enemy attacks or environmental damage, it's not easy, and I failed a lot. I hate this. It was hard. But I don't want to come out swinging too hard against this game. There's a lot that I do like about it. Like, you're gonna hear me gush about these animations. Oh, that's cute. Down everything's me from here. Something. That's so cute. Not like animation effort they're putting here. Oh wait, what was that? I can also just run by holding B. You gotta add the classic Scooby run sound effect to it. There's a good chance you'll meet up with a rat or two. Why is there a good chance of that? That's not a part of Scooby's like lore or canon, or like that's not a gag. If you press the B button while jumping, you'll butt bounce on the rat. Ooh. Remember that when you get hit by a rat, your courage builds. Okay, so it's not Scooby's health. This is very important. Up there in the corner, that's not Scooby's health. Alright? Scooby's not gonna die if he gets hurt. He just loses his courage. Okay, a box of Scooby Snacks has appeared. Always grab the box of Scooby Snacks to complete a level. The tutorial is over and you're ready to play. Good luck! Get it? Oh, the game. With the first level completed, the game quickly provided me with write this down. So this makes sense now. These are the codes that I should have been typing in on the previous screen. They're classic level selection codes. But when do I enter the code though? But honestly, that's okay. I was still having fun with the game. I was young and naive, and the game hadn't hurt me yet. But that's why the second level exists. Whoop, scary. Ah! Ow, I'm trying to run. Oh, I can't walk over the glass because it hurts. Run, Scooby. Oh my god. I'm hurting Scooby too much. Or hurting his courage. He's fine. But it looks like I don't get hurt if I hit the... I don't get hurt if I hit the pterodactyl. Hey, let me leave. Let me get more points. Let me get more courage points. No! And just like that, I failed. I was in charge of Scooby and I let him down.
Whoa. Stop. I can put the button there and make it report. Stop. Maybe just look it up.
Well, maybe I can't code. Interesting. Can you generate reports?
You can now.
Did you say you can all build that?
Yeah.
How much? Just go to the inventory factor. Go to the calculator. What's there at? I worked for a minute.
Okay, so let's go to the first one.
But no one seems to be there. I can read the old record.
Is this thing really talking? Is it talking as well? There's only this bracket.
Load this by going an interactive dating app. For dogs. For talk with dogs. But I don't want to take responsibility for that, so I'm going to blame it on the game. This is some
some of the worst platforming I think I've ever played. And I played the Barbie Magic Genie game recently. Oh my god. There's no good way to, like... I'm gonna be stuck on this level forever, I think. Come on, what is this? That's cool. I like that. I don't know what it is, but I like it. I figured this out later, but picking up Sweetie's dog tags, it's just an extra life, which I would need. I desperately need as many as I can. I'm so... Yep, I knew that was gonna happen. Thank God I got the load, and I got all 60 Scooby Snacks. I'm gonna 100% this game. Oh, I get the video! Okay, now I have like a full attack. Let's go. Collect the Scooby Snacks. Speed running strats. I swear, that is unfair. That is unfair. Oh my god. The game really wants me to take my time, and I don't want to do that. Daffy jumps so high. It's the go-go goods. Yes. I'd like to remind you that the whole point of this was to try and just use the code from the end of the movie and figure out what that does, but the game doesn't really care about that, so here's our first boss battle. Okay, so it's like a big, this is like an open thing. Look at that health bar though. No, come on. Let's go, fight me, I dare you. I want to a jumping slashing attack. I think that would be fun. Slash. Combat. Yes. I did it. Down to 0, baby. Thank you, game. Woo! Velma examines the pterodactyl lists. I almost forgot that the P in pterodactyl was spider. I was going to say, pterodactyl discovers a secret cache. Jeepers. Again? Hey, game designers? Daphne is the one who says Jeepers. Not Velma. Velma says Jeepers. Get it together. Cool. Whittles Manor. Yeah, the game sort of skips over the whole plot point of why we're even headed to Whittles Manor, but it doesn't matter. Here we are, at the brand new enemy type. You know how much you love rats, so let's keep those and add another creature that is a little bit more annoying. It's bats. Rats and bats. Or as Scooby would say, rats and rats.
I designed it myself.
Oh, they're like always right where oh my god. I'm so sorry, Mr. Really Force. Oh, do I think it's all snack boxes? Yes. Is it? Yeah. I was not supposed to do that. Okay, this is a puzzle. This is the first, puzzle. The game has done. Going to say that I got it right. See, you got a scare thing. The game's doing fun stuff. You make that one simple environmental puzzle, the game didn't come back over for a bit. Until a few seconds later when all of this started happening.
What I do, it should be so bad. Oh, come on. I know that my big thing tell you that this game is unfair, and I know that sometimes it just means not being very fair, but this is some of these. Oh, I cannot get rid of them, actually. There we go. Come on. Clearly, getting it. Let's share the foundation. Take more. What are you doing? Look at it. Let's do it. I want this that thanks. What do you think? You got the forward-leaning run. There's some hair put into the animations here. Clearly I was having fun in this level, but it can't be all good. I had to find a way to clear this gate from my back, and I swear I must have searched this level for 30 uninterrupted minutes as I kept losing life after life to these rats and bats. I thought it would be this key that I found that would unlock the gate ahead of me, but no, the key is to something else that I don't know about yet. The game didn't tell me, and I'm not proud to admit it, but I did get a little desperate. Please! Please! Just let me pass! Here, I'll be submissive. Just let me go! Let me pass! When that genius plan did not work, I eventually found an area that I'd not been in before with a lever, and that was it. Okay, hold on. Yes! Shaggy and Scooby do a little food dance. Food dance. The Black Knight starts to chase them, they scream and they run for their lives. 1, 2, I enter the code SB2. We find a clue to finally end this level and get another boss battle. This one with the Black Knight Ghost, and again, we're using Daphne. Now this was interesting, because this was the first time in a while that they're going through a new mechanic Daphne. In the movie, while Daphne is fighting the Black Knight Ghost, Velma is doing the report of monsters to learn their weaknesses so they can win this fight. But Velma is not a playable character in this game either. It's quite spoiler alert, it's just Daphne himself. So that's a little bit of a bummer, and in Velma's place, there's a mini-game during boss battle, but when Daphne brings the Black Knight Ghost down, she's low enough health, you have to do a quick time event to hit all your buttons as if you're flipping through the book to find the weakness. But if you are not fast enough for this quick time event, the Black Knight Ghost will regain its health, and you have to fight it again once you get the better and flip through the book. Did I not do it? Oh my god. I have to be faster.
Evidence that you are was really vicious in the television.
Alright, please. Okay, sorry, my controller is just mad. And I'm not. I don't know how people do quick time events. Yeah, they don't take touch you for really strong. If you can just hit all the buttons, you can hit all the buttons. That's what I would do. Running high after that, probably unearned victory. I wasn't paying attention to the amount of lives that I had left. And I got a little cocky. Bum 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 bum. Oh, did the ghost guy sleep? He's gone. Oh my god, Shaggy! Oh, this is so sad! Look at these two, they're just like... so stupid. Behind that laughter, I was actually terrified in this moment because I didn't know what the game was going to do. If I had to start all over again now that I lost my last life. I mean, I was an hour into this playthrough by now. Could I really afford to waste another hour of my life? The answer is yes, but not because the game made me start all over again. I just started at the level that I died at, and so lives really don't matter. And neither does my time, because I played this game for another 3.5 hours. We're not going to go through all the footage, but there will be an extended playthrough of this up from my picture, which is linked in the description. I do, however, want to praise this game for doing some really weird and surprising things. Like with this whole stealth level that really caught me off guard. This is a new game. Do I hide somewhere? What do I do? I was so taken aback. This is a brand new game. Alright, I'm gonna hide behind the cactus, maybe? Alright, let's see. Let me go! Oh my god, let's go! Oh, Shakespeare! Oh my god. And even though it was stressful, it was one of the most memorable experiences of me playing this game. I thought it was really fun. I'm like actually stressed. I'm so tense right now. Oh, there was like a frame when Shaggy's leg was like in the zone. Rank E. And this game just kept throwing stuff like that at me. Oh wait, we get to do like a mini game of like the snowboarding down the thing? That would actually be rad. That would be rad. Yeah. Let's go! What do we do? This one was more fun in concept than in practice. Dig stuff. Stop it. But maybe I'm bad at it. And there's this other mini game later where you're using blocks to build connections between 2 points on this sort of machine, transistor or something. What's my rank? Do I get a rank? Baby! And even though I don't get to play as Fred or Velma in this game, I do get to play as another famous character. Pedal to the metal. Take the wheel, and I get to play as a mystery machine! Oh, whoa, this is so fast. I don't like it.
Shall we strive for the spectacle?
The grid awaits us.
Oh. Harder. Even though they get to all this like about misleading.
Just like on the light cycle course.
These mini games were the highlight of this whole experience for me. When it comes back into the actual levels and I have to do the platforming again, I'll stop having a good time. Oh, come on. Good job. Now, this happened. No!
Target disrupted.
I swear, I cannot lose on this level. This is for sure like the last stage of this level. And I cannot lose here. Take that, take that, take that, take that. Down, 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 down. Take the save. I'm gonna quit. I'm gonna quit. I'm gonna quit. I'm gonna quit for now. Okay. I am not an easy person, but I make sure it takes a lot to get me human inside. But Scooby-Doo 2 Monsters Unleashed for the Game Boy Advance managed to do that to me. I could feel gamer rage boiling up inside of me, and I didn't enjoy the feeling. So I knew it was time to stop. I started this because all I wanted was to finally figure out what this and the one of my favorite missions actually did in this video game. That's genuinely good. But never really. And maybe I just needed some inspiration. Let's beat this game. Because at this point I realized that I probably played of the game at this point, and it was fun how I got the prompt to enter this code, but if it was so important that they put it into the movie, then it would also have to be important in the game. There could only be one place where I'm able to enter this way. At the very end of the game. So I run from left to the level to this browser and have level selected to this final boss. I'm so tired of playing this game, but there is still one activate in my head. This is the final level. What stupid is either next figure? You got it, you're not real, This was by miles the hardest boss battle I have played in a video game. I think maybe most of the time when you try to hit them, you're the one who gets hurt, and then being in a position where you can't actually do damage seems largely based off of RNG. It's just random. It's a long stretch of time where you're just waiting for the game to do something. You can hit the, you can actually fight. Please do something. Please do something. Anything. Please do anything. Meanwhile, every single other enemy from previous levels that you beat or skipped with a cheat code is also here trying to kill you, and successfully doing so. Oh yeah, and then there are these saw blades. Also, because it wasn't hard enough. No. On this one boss alone, I spent an hour and a half failing and dying and trying again. But then, this happened.
This is going to be wonderful.
Surprise!
We must have it must be not that scene. The first thing you were is you got to put a 2 and the gang comes out of the abandoned silver mine that face reporters and photographers behind them. Police made the evil masked figure away in handcuffs. Mystery game. Do you know the identity of the evil masked figure? This was it. This is what I spent hours of my finite human life working towards. Finally, I will know what this code does. If you have seen the movie Scooby-Doo, please enter the code for the movie. Finally, not only have I seen this movie, I've seen it a million times. It's SD. It was Scooby-Doo 3 for the teaser for James Gunn's third Scooby-Doo movie. Let's go. No, I did it wrong. A dark cloud passes overhead. Even mass figures except the master game says in disbelief. That's impossible. It can't be you. How could you be in 2 places at once? There's gotta be some mistake. Shaggy turns to Scooby and says, "Hey Scoob, do you see what I see?" So you just don't get to know if you haven't seen the movie. I guess that would save you from spoilers. Well, that was disappointing. Hey, no one tell Nintendo this, but I have a way of slightly rewinding this game, like a state that I saved, like you could call it a save state. So we're just gonna go back a little bit. And as we do, obviously. You're right, of course I am. Yeah, if I'm correct, the evil mask figure is Heather Jennifer Howe. The reporter has been trying to ruin mystery in from the beginning. But why would she do it? Because Heather Jennifer Howe is actually Dr. Jonathan Dakota, the original Henry Jackson said. I wouldn't get in the way of anything worse than you meant to not saw the way. And that's it. That is the thing. So, what is the issue that you call back to that by study? What is the police investigation of the test? Final one is called the effect, made by the play. However, this decision is made but you didn't hypothetically country will be ignored. So if you can play with one second to the enemy, this is the generation of speed. This is what provides an opportunities
I assure you I am up to the task.
You have chosen me for this race.
Leave this in my command. I accept this challenge. All sail!
I practiced a lot.
Shall we agree on the rules of engagement?
Picture you taking this taking element and falling to the sea, eating chips and country pads that are dipping on cider, cinnamon scented tiny bones, possibly good those. You know what? I picture though, relaxing on the couch, wrapped up in a warm blanket, fire in the fireplace, that sip of nice warm cup of cocoa while watching that victory unfold in front of my very eyes on the TV. Sadly, my city was literally broken, and I run more than city, so I prefer not to wrap in a blanket, and my couch is comfortable. But, with you, by the way, thank you very much for the video. I truly appreciate you being here. That's the fall thing. In my personal opinion, the things that you can keep the fall. Remember, it is sound cool of fall. Like, yeah, September is okay, October is really because busy season, but November really is the external of all things that is fall season. And you might be thinking, why is it not November? Because it's already December. Well, at the time of the recording, it is still November. So please, allow me to leave it alone for a second. I have many childhood memories in the fall season. One of my favorite things to do growing up was setting my Christmas tree and decorating while we had a nice warm fire going in the fireplace with some Christmas music going in the background. And with the team, we would have Thanksgiving dinner with my family and spend time together around the tree, watching shows after the weather's done. All in all, I'd say that fall really is what feels this time. And you know what really accompanies that feel good feeling, in my opinion? A nice Christmas. There's just something magical about the combination of enjoying the feel-good speech to the full extent while trying to wrap your brain around the new history. The two go and when I think about the perfect show that meets right in the middle of that feel-good feeling and mysterious wonder, the first show that comes to mind without a doubt has to be Scooby-Doo. Philosophy get a mainstream for day-to-day diabetes.
This will be as much fun as riding a puppy like to go fast. Want to build a snowman? Time to go beyond the reef. Does this thing have a cup holder?
Scooby-Doo is a show that I have to assume everybody knows by this point, right? Showing things after this came out. It's been Scooby-Doo spin-off and Age of TV and anybody who's this kind of movie has been solving mysteries and entertaining us the only it's better to make the original Scooby-Doo wherever and have continued to entertain for generations. However, it's one unsolved mystery that I've been debating with my friends ever since I was a child, and that would be which favorite Scooby-Doo movie was the best one. There are some notable ones back in the day that were particularly iconic. Scooby-Doo, Baby Takes Mine, or Scooby-Doo and the Gifted Lady, or Scooby-Doo and the News. All classics, but in my opinion, none of them can touch the best Scooby-Oo. However, that really isn't the mystery happening. One of the best things in the community is customized and I will figure out which one is best. I've debated this with many people and many people, and we can some of the experience.
found one and that's today on our nostalgic walk down memory lane. We're going to take a look at the two best Scooby-Doo and dealing with the under mystery solving task to help you get to the bottom once and for all. Together, we are going to compare and contrast the two movies to finally solve this mystery once and for all. And we're going to start off with a really strong competitor. And I was still trying to get a digital copy. I didn't know about the deal. I didn't decide on that. But that's how they said it's at Castle in the 10 minutes of the guards still call from the castle, seemingly there. Petting, taking their dogs, and all them get
Sandwiches, anyone?
Rocky.
A classic Scooby-Doo chase sequence that, as per usual, is resolved by some sort of hijinks. As you'd expect, the culprit was a bad guy in a mask, who was, in some way or another, probably tied to the story.
Would have gotten away with it too if it wasn't for that big dog and your friendly kids.
We fast forward an unknown amount of time to see Daphne telling the story on a talk show. We learn that she became a reporter and is now host of a successful show called Coast to Coast with Daphne Lake. She admits that she got out of the mystery-solving business because in the end of every mystery, it always ended up being a guy in a mask behind it. Daphne admits that's why the crew went their separate ways, except for her and Fred, who is the producer and one main crew behind their show. We also learn that Daphne is starting a new segment on her show where they investigate real haunted houses.
Sort of a ghost to ghost with Daphne Plus.
Let's take it from the top.
This time, she's going to find some real haunted houses for my viewers.
I'm gonna win this.
At the rest of the game. Daphne's studio and reports picking up confidentially from unexpected. Unfortunately, their boss is a massive jerk, and they get fired for beating all of the time. Looking back at this as a film now, I can't help but imagine how different the movie would have turned out if Scooby was instead of moving. Many of the urban platforms look stuff that specializes in mystery novels, which you'd imagine her in life, but she was simply living miserable with this guy. Then the old game to call, and conditions that would come along with this gap, and for you to find it out. Fred brings the coach begins with Daphne's leg logo off the and they head out to one of the most notorious hockey places in the United States, Louisiana. One thing that gives this movie very points to my book is the soundtrack. When I saw this movie as a kid, I loved the video. So what I first take to the soundtrack in this montage. Looking at how it has tons of stories, so then that we try to drive this down.
Didn't even break a sweat.
Daphne feels frustrated that just like in the good old days, all of the ghosts and monsters are always bad guys in masks. A woman named Nina overhears them talking and invites them to the house that she works at on Moonstar Island. She claims that the house is haunted by a pirate named Morgan Moonstar who died on the island.
And that Lena is kind of cute. I just bet she'd be real photogenic for a segment.
Right. Wipe your upper lip, Romeo. Gee, listen to this.
I gotta say, seeing Fred munching on beignets in this scene always made me want to try them. That's another thing that gives this movie bonus points that you'll see more of later on. The southern cuisine that appears throughout this movie really makes me want to go on a food tour of Louisiana.
I've never had a full boy sandwich cheese in my time, but this is going to be the biggest of them all. Like we're used to eating big meals. Like, hey buddy, don't hog all the hot sauce. I see you boys like us. Like more hotter, more bitter in school. Whoa, father. Whoa.
They end up following Lena to a ferry that's run by a guy named Jacques, who's kind of menacing, but he's an interesting character. While on the ferry, Scooby and Shaggy fall off the boat while Scooby's trying to get a huge catfish named Big Mona. They get chased by gators, but they're saved by a big, derpy-looking fisherman named Snakebite, who's pissed at them because he hates tourists, and they scared off Big Mona, who's been trying to catch forever.
Now on your spot, she chased Big Mona away. Oh, quit your groveling, Snakebite. You ain't never caught that fish and you ain't never gonna dig.
Snakebite also has this big old hunting pig named Mojo, who's also a massive asshole just like his owner. The gang makes it to the island, and when they arrive at the house, which is on Pepper Plantation, they find it crawling with cats.
I wasn't sure this place is crawling with cats.
Even our first glimpse at the garden with Bones, we get ignorant that Scooby for ruining a bunch of his work at the chase, and we meet the owner of the property, Ms. Lenoir, who hates dogs and seems annoyed by Lena brought the gangster to see her haunted house that's been in her family for generations.
Really haunted? Yes. If you don't know it as, with the rest is closed.
The next goes into a theater, and naturally, Shaggy and Scooby go straight to the kitchen sitting away. They're snacking on some gumbo and some skinny hot peppers that look delicious at the time. When they see them upstairs, we our first look at some paranormal activity. After that, Velma starts to renovate that and frantically sketchy about the that there are still lines for magic beings. Later, they would be considered as witches, and the 17th image where each individual is more than 3 stars back in. Velma goes back to the belief that the king is destroying the back. We accept Speedstorm as the name of legacy starts hanging in it, and also, his center is supposed to carry on. Meanwhile, Shaggy Studio is going to picnic when Scooby goes on to chase some cats. Once it moves to another, Shaggy and Scooby end up being chased by Snakebite's big Mojo, and they fall into a gigantic hole instead.
Thanks. Chasing a hole by third of a BLT.
While trying to climb out of the hole, Shaggy unearths some skeletons. A big genius appears and reanimates the one, which is off the palace force that Morgan is. They climb out of the hole, being chased by the zombie, and they bump into bones together. The rest of the game is that Shaggy takes them back to the hole that they fell into, and everyone becomes immediately suspicious of Bones, considering he's the first one that they saw after it happened. And he's the one who dug the massive hole to begin with.
What are you planting, elephants? That hole is huge.
It starts getting late, and Ms. Lenoir convinces the gang to stay for the night at the house. Lena shows everyone to their rooms, and we learn that it just so happens that the harvest moon is tonight. Shaggy and Scooby are getting ready for dinner when they're confronted by a Civil War-era spirit.
Boy, do I need a trim. Like, much better.
Velma does some investigating to find out that the mirror they saw the ghost in belonged to a Civil War soldier whose parents were on the island. Later, while everyone is having gumbo at the table, Scooby gets kicked out for trying to fight the cat. So him and Shaggy enjoy a specially prepared truffle boil in the back of the mystery machine.
This'll be as much fun as riding my bike through the halls. You can count on me. Want to build a snowman? Hold on tight.
This scene always makes me want to try that, and I have blaming everybody. I'm telling you, it's something about the Southern Texas hate. It gets me up. Cats end up swarming by the street while they're trying to eat, so Steve is grabbing a grab box and trying to see someone else. They're mixing their fighting and stuff. With this gets first time talking to the other investing by body. Just then, Steve into this computer, and we find out that they were looking at the long term of dead bodies that are now going to be taken to the doctor.
Here goes.
They run out to getting the mystery machine stuff aside, and he is mysteriously walking around in the middle of the night. Back in the house, the gang hears the commotion coming from outside, and they go out to investigate. They run into Bo outside, who tells them that Shaggy and Scooby are running around and yelling about zombies, but he didn't seem to think. They split up into two groups. Fred goes with Daphne, and Velma goes with Bo. Fred and Daphne end up finding the mystery machine, and while they're searching it, a zombie shows up, as well as Shaggy and Scooby.
No, it's not original.
They come to the realization that the zombies are real, and just then, the ghastly green mist appears again and reanimates a bunch of corpses that come chasing after the group. Sadly, Freddy trips and the camera lands sinking into quicksand, never to be recovered. But hey, on the bright side, we get a chase montage with possibly the best song in the movie.
I'll do what's right for everyone.
I'm a bona fide racing expert. For me.
So, fun fact that I am about to go on a complete mini rant over, that song and the other song from the beginning of the movie were performed by a band from LA called Sky Cycle. They're mostly known for their contributions to this movie, but they also were tragically screwed over by their record label. They wrote an entire album, and the record label gave them a hard time about it, requesting that they re-record multiple songs, and requesting the band postpone the release of the album until the Christmas season on the belief that it was, quote, better for established artists. The band believes that the increasing popularity of the internet made the idea of releasing the album in an MP3 format great for promotional purposes, which their record label also disagreed with. They released a few of the songs as free MP3 downloads on their website, which angered the label, who believes releasing the album as MP3 in the first place was completely unacceptable. The president of the band even went as far as testifying in the big national lawsuit in 2000, citing LA and showing his support for websites like Napster that were letting people share and download music files online without letting create the album. In the end, the record label dropped it and disclosed the album. Download on the website, so it gets close to the all of those fucking albums and stuff. Great. At the end of the day, Shaggy is involved in this cave-like hole and trying to alter the students all that look like Velma, Daphne, and Fred. Their team got defeated by a bunch of bats and are surrounded by zombies. Andre was unrealistic because they want to get attacked by these zombies. They're just kind of there and walking towards the enemy people. Back at the house, everyone is looking for people to walk and they want to shoot it from the street. Fred has been stumbling into the tunnel of the stairs to find it. It explains that the tunnel was built during the Civil War to hide from enemy soldiers, and that Ms. Lenoir was pushing her down there to hide from the zombies when the zombies grabbed her and dragged her down the tunnel.
You say the zombies dragged Simone away? Yes! It was horrible!
Don't worry. We'll find her and it's going to be okay. They follow the tunnel until they get to this ritualistic altar, and that's when Velma decides to confront Lena. She says that she knows Ms. Lenoir wasn't dragged down the tunnel because the footprints from her heels indicate that she walked down instead. All of a sudden, Ms. Lenoir appears, turning the crank of a pulley that opens a shaft to the light of the full moon on the ritual moon dial in the room. Then, Lena and Ms. Lenoir use the voodoo dolls we saw earlier to slam the gang against the wall and tie them up, leaving them helpless.
Into my own fists.
I've been getting away with it for 200 years. They call me morning friends, in the freezing mist, all squirting enough. Yeah, you all the stuff. They call me morning fresh, poetry mess. Thank you, Roger Bob. Thank you, Roger Bank. Thank you, Roger Clark.
How hard can this be?
I will defeat you all.
After the book transforming into these like cat abilities, that every part of you gives up strength and life. People really love that the beginning and how and the game is a great thing. Thankfully, dragging and shooting are still free and run through the body. They come across the ground, they carry, misguided the children into their kids. Back to the original site, Speedstorm comes that all of the started in the concept more than Speed style. Luna and Lenoir were the original group of settlers on the island 200 years ago and they managed to pass that. When most came at the game, pirates showed up, they were actually settlers and hopefully behavior infested by older Luna and Miss Lenoir survived. They traced their cast-offs to third couple and pirates, and that's when the cast-offs and free pirates, then the cast-offs quickly racing to stop pirates. Over the years, more boats to stop pirates. When the boats fighting starts having a good house, then on the night of the Harvest Eve, Luna and Miss Lenoir turned to attack people and murder them all, using control of the house and breaking into They also learned that they saw before not trying to hurt anyone. There is kind of romance when the man gets to be saying first they all do. We come back to catch and sleep and being caught by that. You can fall down to the routine chamber, not be able to tap people right before they begin the life of the rest of the day.
Clearly I have best in this race.
Having reached their ultimate form, the cat people catch Shaggy and Scooby, and right as they're about to attack, the zombies show up to save the day.
Staggy! The zombies are the good guys! What? Are you on your mind?
Velma gets a hold of her voodoo doll and gets the rope off of it, setting herself free. She unties the ropes off the rest of the gang's dolls, and she comes across a piece of Lena's and Ms. Lenoir's clothes that ripped off in their transformation. They use the pieces of clothes on the dolls to make them resemble Lena and Ms. Lenoir, which gives them the ability to use the voodoo magic to slam them against the wall. Right on time, too, because they had just caught Shaggy and Scooby and were starting to drain the life from them. When Jock shows up again and helps the cat people, things start to look pretty grim as they all end up cornered and the voodoo dolls knocked out of their hands. But just then, the clock passes midnight and the cat people start to burn because they hadn't drained the life force out of anyone in time. With their souls having been avenged, the zombies are finally able to rest in peace as they all turn back into piles of bones. Daphne is really bummed out that the camera got lost in quicksand, so no one will believe their story of what happened. Velma also notes that the police probably won't believe this story either, but that's when Bo chimes up and reveals that he is actually a detective who's been looking for evidence regarding the disappearances that have been happening on the island over the years. With peace having been restored, the movie ends with the gang loading up into the ferry to leave the island, while Scooby is picking a basket of peppers for the road. He almost doesn't make it in time. As Scooby crash lands into the window of the mystery machine, Shaggy walks up and hands him a sandwich, thankful that they can finally have a nice and peaceful, quiet meal. As for the credits, they jump right into the song Terror Time by our boys the Sky Cycle. Gotta love them. All in all, this movie is absolutely fantastic in my opinion. I loved it as a kid, and I absolutely enjoyed it just as much now as an adult. There's a fantastic story and creepy setting, and for once, the gang was facing actual ghosts and monsters. We also get a post-credit scene of Scooby-Doo pouring some milk for the cats, kind of like the post-credit scene from the Marvel Cinematic Universe, but a lot less epic. Considering the nostalgia factor, the vibe of the movie, the soundtrack, and the story structure, I'd give this movie a solid 8.5 out of 10. It's genuinely good in all aspects, in my opinion. Rotten Tomatoes gave the movie 88% on the tomato meter, and the audience score is at 78%, which I feel is relatively fair, but Rotten Tomatoes can be hit or miss, so take that for what you will, and let's move on to the next movie.
Am I finally pregnant?
So when Disney Speedstorm first debuted, let's see. Oh boy, here we go. Let's just. All right, let's go to Town.
This whole galaxy will be.
Now then, that's, you won't?
Let's see if this music works. What the heck?
I'll teach you some risk.
The music is gone. It's mute. I hate that, really. I really don't like that. I think they need to fix that.
I can do.
What about possibly could be in? Alright, that music works. But the Town.
I'm faster than you think.
Yeah, only the Town. Only Town. Yeah, Town had a bit of a problem with the music. Yep, this on like Dash. I mean, not Dash, Flash. Flash Dash. I'll see what this is in there. This game is amazing, but it does have some very weird bugs. Unfortunately, but I really hope they fix this problem. Yep. Oh, you can get all of again? Time for me to go to bed soon. So you can get that for Moana. Hi, hello, Mr. Ratbag. Ugh. That looks kind of sick. But you have to buy the golden pass. Hero. Alright, let's just... Let's go here. Let's go to...
Excellent pick. We'd make a pretty good team.
I know how Ether sounds like, but what do I go? Wow, she looks sick. Yep, that's what she looks like. Yellow. I do love her colors.
I'm even better looking up close.
She's a speedster class, so she's gonna be the most awesome character to be unlocked. Yeah, that might.
Oh, that was ever so nice of you.
Huh, sticker. The sticker!
This is Tigger.
Yep, he's one of my favorite characters.
You didn't have to do that for me. Thank you. You tell you what, Tigger is like that.
Who's my favorite character from Zootopia? Judy Hopps. What a babe. I had to say that Judy Hopps is a fan favorite. Yeah, Judy Hopps is amazing. I know she's a defender, but her ability is just badass. Mabel's ability. Ooh, who's this character? King George. Okay, cool. This is all the new characters in this movie. Ooh, what the heck is this on the back? Mabel's color looks kind of cool. I really love this car design. Wow, it looks like a hot rod. Mabel is ability. Let's see. So Mabel starts with running. Okay. Then she creates a tsunami. I think that's right. Okay. But her car looks so badass. She's the newest character to be announced. Now, let's look up my personal favorite girl, Go. I love this girl. Okay, she throws her. This is similar to this is similar to Tron, but she uses her speed to get a burst. Oh, and her hairstyle looks kind of sick. She's 01. Okay. She's... Wow. It's a shame there was sharp. Oh, right, that's it. Alright, I remember that DC said that some of the crew members might be playable characters. So Washabi might be a playable character Maybe. We'll just go wait and see what happens in the future. Okay, so we got Gogo. We're getting Gogo next, then Yokai, and then Fred, and then maybe with Darby to complete the collection. I can't wait for this. Oh, this is the best car racer. But it does have some problems with the music. Oh, cool. What have we got? We got a gift, guys. Oh, nice. Okay, then we just need to